Recently, a YouTuber by the name of Croissant had made a video on me where he manipulated me live on Cool, publicized my trauma and labeled it as revenge for doxing email address that is in a now deleted stream, and so much more. And I'm going to go over the main key points of this video and debunk them myself. But before I do that, please don't forget to like and subscribe and join the Discord, and maybe even join the live streams that I do on this channel. And with that said, let's get on with today's video. So the first thing that I'm going to point out in this video is the fact that it is a call between me and the YouTuber Croissant, who made this video on me, this 25-minute video. And the amount of times he manipulated me live on Cool, well, tried to manipulate me and others live and on Cool at the same time, is numerous times. He lies about, me knowing his age, knowing, well, at the time of a certain incident involving, the traumatic experience that I personally will not talk about because I've got a bigger platform and more people actually watch these sorts of videos, and I kind of don't want my trauma spread around even further than it already is, but of course, I'm being forced here to do that. Anyway, he did a lot of manipulation live on a Cool, and that also brings me into my next point, which is lying about letting me know that he was recording the Cool. See, he stated multiple times that at the end, he said that he had informed me of him, recording the Cool, which, if you check through the entire recording, he didn't at all. He never said, hey, by the way, I'm recording, or anything of that sort. And he even said at the end that in the beginning of the recording, that he stated he was recording the Cool, and that I said okay, and that I was fine with him recording the Cool. Now search through the entire video if you want to, if you don't believe me. But nowhere in that recording do I agree to being recorded on Cool at all. If you don't believe me, search through the video yourself. I don't agree anywhere in the beginning, middle, or end to being recorded on Cool. And when he stated that he was recording the Cool, you could tell I was completely shocked. And that kind of also brings me on to my next point. Him trying to gaslight me that I said okay to recording the video, the Cool, sorry. He said that I said okay to recording the video, recording the Cool. And that is actually completely the opposite. In the video, you see me say, hey, I want you to stop recording me and delete this recording because I did not give you permission to do that. And yet then he does it anyway, and publicizes this private Cool between us that I had no clue that he was recording, because he never stated it and I never agreed to any recording of the Cool ever. And yet he said that it was for revenge, and that's also the reason he publicized my trauma. So he labeled publicizing my trauma as revenge for quote unquote doxing an email address in a live stream on my channel, which, by the way, was terrible quality. You could barely see anything, but it was also deleted after only being up for my channel for 30 minutes and gathering best of 9 views, and with the stream being at least an hour to 2 hours long, there's no way that in 9 views, unless someone was watching the entire stream through and throughout, that someone would have found a really low quality image of his email address. And I promise you, if he showed his email address that was supposedly doxed, no one would have harassed him, because no one even saw it. You could barely see anything on the stream, and that's why I deleted it. Now I've started streaming again, which you should go join, by the way, a little self-promo there, but doesn't matter. You should, the stream was such low quality and long enough and very little view count, it would be figuratively impossible for, his actual email to be found and for him to be harassed. And he can always just prove me wrong, and if, of course, that did happen because of me, well, then show me the proof, because what you're saying is you're calling me a doxer for a claim with no backing. If you're gonna call someone something, at least have evidence. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is the thumbnail of the video, and this thumbnail is extremely stupid. It is a completely stolen thumbnail, and the only change to it was the text in the red paint smear that I have over my old, on my old thumbnails. The text on that was removed and rewritten in drawing. That is the only change. Now, that is not a significant enough change. And then later in the stream chat, he claims that that I stole the idea, even though I made the thumbnails myself. He's saying I steal the thumbnails and do all that. I made the thumbnails myself. And then he goes ahead and steals it and claims that I stole it. It's honestly, it's funny how some people actually believe this, and honestly, the amount of response videos I've had to make of absolute nonsense sometimes is just wild to me, because a lot of people believe like lies and deceit almost wherever and whenever they see it online, and that is the issue with online drama, stuff like that. So yeah, that's that. He also decides to, whilst the video is premiering, get a bunch of bad actors from videos that I've already made, videos, like I've made 3 or so videos on a group who consistently harassed me for multiple, and I mean multiple months, and lied about me, made videos on me, calling me a pedophile, stalker, and all that bullshit, right? Croissant decides to get them involved in the chat and bring back that drama, which had already been debunked and exposed. And if you don't believe me, all the videos are on my channel. But basically, he purposely gets a bunch of old people that have been exposed on my channel, some bad actors that have been exposed on my channel, to confront me in the stream and say that, oh, I lied about this and that, when it was proven that I wasn't lying about anything in 3 videos, having to debunk every single video and every single claim that was made on me. And I never lied in any of them, alright? In any of them. And also, I want to talk about him when the premiere of the video was going on, and in the chat, he was being blatantly ignorant and manipulative, and basically twisting my words to make me seem worse, and also ignoring my points and just going exactly or something stupid, right? So he could ignore my points and then later on claim that I was in the wrong for something I didn't even do. And the issue with like online drama is a lot of people believe it when they see it. They don't, they take it at face value. They don't look into it, and it's kind of concerning that that is what we have devolved into. So, but of course, with that said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do leave a like and subscribe, and also join the Discord on screen to interact with my community. And also, please, come watch the live streams once in a while. I've started live streaming almost every day, but well, at least I'm trying to live stream as much as I can. We've got 3 streams up on the channel with the new PNGs and the new group. And basically, we just play a couple games and stuff. I obviously want to talk about this because it's very important to me and my channel, at least. It's not because I want money. I don't get money, and that is a very common accusation. Oh, you're only doing it for views, money, and attention. Rather, I do not care whether or not this video gets 2 views or 1,000 views. I do not care. It's a passion, not a job. Alright? Now, with that said, thank you all for watching. Peace out.